Hello, my fellow Minecraft enthusiasts. Devin Hendricks here in episode 11 of HENDRIXCRAFT. Welcome in. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. As you can see here, I'm surrounded by obsidian, and unfortunately, I'm not OG enough to grind out this much obsidian. So yeah, this is a creative world. This is the first time that I've been in a creative world in this series. But it's a parkour creation of mine. A bunch of different routes to go. So to start this episode off, we're gonna try to do some parkour. Oh yeah. I'm gonna probably do a montage here of my attempts. But to start off, I'll go around and show you what each one is. So this one is like a leap of faith, basically. There's three little slime blocks that you gotta hit. This one is pretty hard, but it's like the easy way out, kinda. Over here, pretty basic, but you hit your head every time you do one of these jumps, so it makes it a little more difficult. And then over here we've got 4 of the long jumps, the longest jump you can do in Minecraft, which is I think 4 blocks. So they have to be perfectly timed. This is like one of the hardest ones. And then this one right here, it's kind of like the beginner's one to warm you up. It's like a more traditional type of parkour thing. And then of course we have this right here. And yeah, this is parkour all the way up the tower. So it's pretty large, pretty intensive. This is definitely the most difficult one. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try all of these. I built these, of course. I built them a long time ago, though, probably 2014 or 13 even, maybe. Yeah, and I haven't played them too much lately, but yeah, we'll see how this goes. And roll a or no, we're not going to roll a montage yet. Alright, so we're going to try this one first. Let's go. Alright, first try. And enter the montage. So at this point, I failed most of them. You can tell that on the moderate one, I got most of the way, but I'm going to count that as a W. But yeah, now we're going to go ahead and try the hardest one here. The giant tower. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to stay live. Well, not live, but yeah, we're going to do it once, try it out, and then go back into montage mode here. Alright, first couple jumps, pretty basic. Starts to get tricky around the corners because you gotta not hit the edge. Oh! Alright, we'll try that one more time before going into montage mode here. Alright. Of course, I have tested all of these out and made sure they were doable. I've done the tower a couple times, but I usually have to keep practicing for like half an hour before I can actually make progress. Alright, we're doing it, we're doing it. As soon as I say that, I'm gonna fall though. This is where it starts to get a bit more tricky here. I'm almost to the first checkpoint actually, which is just a bed. I would invite people to this world in survival, and yeah, I would have a bunch of people trying this parkour out. It was good times. If any of you are still playing 360 version, I will be playing this map again in the future once I get back online. Alright, come on, we're doing pretty good so far. Still not going in the montage mode yet here. See if I can get to the checkpoint in one cut. Come on. Oh man, now I'm super nervous. Alright, boom. That's the first checkpoint basically. I think I have like one or two more stations where there's like a bed and treasures for people. This is meant to be played in survival, of course. Alright. So, let's keep going. No cuts. There's my spectator there. Oh man, doing this like a pro, dude. All the practicing on those other courses just now helped. Let's take a look real quick. This is the moderate one that you saw me try, and whoa, that's the exit right there. So yeah, I was almost there, but yeah, let's keep it rolling here. Oh boy. Okay. Whew. Only dropped a little bit, so good. Focused. I'm focused. Oh, I'm not that focused. I'm not that focused. Yeah. Alright, so enter time-lapse mode / montage of attempting the tower. Ah! Alright, at this point, for the sake of moving on with the video, we're gonna cheat and go back to that checkpoint that I went to the first try. Always beginner's luck with this stuff, I guess. But, yeah, let's go ahead and try from here, shall we? Enter montage once again. So I went ahead and set my spawn here so we can continue from here. This is a little cheeky, but just for the sake of getting through the video here. Yep, see what I mean? Alright, so enter montage of ladder section. Woo! Oh man. Alright. As you can see, I am struggling on this ladder section, so once again, just so we can actually complete the tower in one video, I'm gonna go ahead and move up. You know what? We'll try one more time here. hands are sweaty. Alright, I said one more try, that was it. Alright, so now we're going to move to the very top section of the tower and see how we do there. This is just a view of the tower, by the way. This is the whole area that I've created. So yeah, we made it up to the ladder section for sure, but the ladder section defeated me. Oh yeah, we made it to the top. Well, mostly. But this is the top reward room. Just mad food and stuff basically, and armor. And thanks for playing, if anybody actually made it up here. I think a couple people actually have. Like I said, I had a bunch of people trying this out. But yeah, just wanted to show it off in a video. So yeah, from here we're gonna cut and go back to Oceanic and show some progress that I've made there, and potentially do some building on camera. But before we do that, I just remembered there's another parkour section of this map. Let's go check that out. Alright, so off in the distance you can see where we came from, the obsidian and lava area. And right here, I've gone with a mushroom themed parkour section. Floating islands with, yeah, little spores in between that you gotta jump on. So, let's go ahead and give this a try before we return to Oceanic. I'll do it again, we'll do it live for the first run, and then I'll go into a montage. See how far I can get. Alright, let's go. Wish me luck, mushroom. Wish me luck, bud. All that practice in the obsidian area should be paying off right about now. Alright, first island down on the first try. Whoop! Can we get to the second island in the first attempt? Looking good, looking good. Don't speak too soon though. Over there I built a little hut out of mushrooms. It's pretty nice. These were some of the first floating islands that I ever made, even though this is in creative, but this is where I kind of started getting my shapes down. Oh yeah, I made it to the second island, first try. Woo! Alright, there's one more section. Let's see. Can we do it in one take? No! Well, I think you get the idea. Pretty cool stuff. I would encourage you to try to make your own parkour if you haven't done so already. It's fun stuff. So, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and cut to Oceanic. Alright, here we are back home in my main survival world, Oceanic. This will be a familiar sight if you've seen my previous videos. This is my main base, the biggest tower I'm on right now, and then a couple outskirt towers. Still have a few things I want to add, like pathways and floating islands and such. But yeah, here we are. And I've made some progress. In the last episode, we saw the green house that I built. Not a greenhouse, but a house that is green. And since then, I've added on a couple more buildings to the area, and we've got a nice village developing. So that's what we're gonna work on now. Thought I would switch it up, though, with the creative parkour course. You know, just switch it up. Yeah. So, here we go. We're gonna head over to the green building. And, yeah. If you'll recall from the last episode, this house that is green was dedicated to melons in the form of a weird melon cult type hall thing. And yeah, in the time between episodes, I got a job in real life where I was cutting watermelon for a good portion of the shifts. So yeah, pretty trippy. Built a watermelon cult in Minecraft and then started chopping watermelons in real life. Unfortunately, things have been a little rough since the last episode. I lost that job because I dislocated my kneecap. So yeah, kind of been out of commission lately. So yeah. And again, you know, we're in the same format, using the vertical phone with a 360 and a TV. Whoop! But I figured it's what I can do, so I might as well keep doing it. And for anyone who has access to internet only on a phone, I think this type of recording is actually not bad. So yeah, we're rolling with it. Whoop-de-whoop. Here's the village. Now in the last episode we saw this building, of course, and I mentioned I was going to do a purple building and an orange building. So boom, there they are. I gotta remind everyone that this is survival 100%. And yeah, I've been working on this world for about a year and a half now, on and off. And I'm at a point in the world where I have a lot of resources, so like all I had to gather for these was like wood and make concrete. So yeah, I started a Twitch account a few days ago, and on Twitch I experimented doing a stream. And in that stream I built this. This is going to be the foundation of the final building here, the yellow building, which I'm going to dedicate to wheat, I think. Have like a little wheat field nearby, and have a tower here attached to the building. And yeah, I might even potentially turn that tower into a windmill. I'm not sure, but that kind of makes sense, right? So yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of the building of the yellow structure here on camera in a time-lapse fashion for the first time in this series. Woo! Yeah, definitely switching it up this episode, trying new things out. So yeah, before we do that though, I will tour these two new additions here. Let's go back and go to bed real quick though. It's been a little tough to find motivation to do videos and even just building, really, with all the things going on in the world. So yeah, just want to say I hope things are going well for you, the viewer. And yeah, I'm finding more motivation recently. I've been inspired by Twitch streamers. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take the melon throne once again and continue on with our YouTube quest. That being said, let's move over to these new buildings. So the purple building I mentioned in the previous episode, I believe, was going to be dedicated to an end portal. And so that's exactly what we've done here. I wanted to switch up the stone here. So my plan is to have two matching buildings with dark oak and stone, and then two matching buildings with oak and a lighter base, which is end stone and sandstone. I think it's a pretty nice combo. To texture the top part of this, I went with purple wool because I like there's like little sections of the wool that are the same color as the concrete. And then yeah, we just went with some tall portals all around in here. And I kept it nice and open. Tried to do a bit of vaulted ceiling action with the nether brick fence. And we got some nice terracotta and obsidian used throughout here. Yeah, came together pretty nicely. I just left the door open because it's just supposed to be like a little hub kinda, so yeah, that's the purple building. Pretty nice, pretty nice. I like the use of jungle trapdoors surrounding the window up there. I think that looks pretty good. And yeah, I was using fence posts for windows in the beginning of this area, but then I just started to go all glass to make it all match. And yeah, so the purple building is a big cross shape, all symmetrical. That guy's pretty symmetrical too, except for a tower on one edge. So I tried to make this asymmetrical. Got that curved barn shape on one side and then the pointed shape from these on this side. Got the chimney there with bricks looking nice. And then on this side, a big bay window. A little window on the second floor as well. And yeah, since I made a green building dedicated to melons, I figured I should do the orange one dedicated to pumpkins, since I'm always eating pumpkin pie in this game. So yeah, the green building has a kind of cultish, weird vibe to it. So in the orange building, I wanted it to be more of a chill, like mellow vibe, and come in and just like vibe with the pumpkins, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's super cozy in here. Nice couch with wool and quartz slabs. Lots of wood in here. Just nice warm tones all around. Yeah, I'm digging this interior for sure. Just chill here and eat your pumpkins, eat your pumpkin pie, and grab a couple pumpkins if you want. I hid lighting throughout by putting jack-o'-lanterns in here with the pumpkins. So that's a nice little trick. I've got glowstone behind the paintings. And then we got these little lights here that looking nice and spiffy up there. And then through our bay window you can go out and look at the little oasis in the distance. Yeah. It all came together pretty nicely, I think. Second floor, more pumpkin storage. Just mad pumpkins, you can imagine. It smells pretty pumpkin-y in here. Then we got our little bed over here, a thin bed. And then I went with some pumpkin wallpaper. It's white terracotta over there. I think it looks pretty nice. So yeah, those are the two new additions to this village area. And yeah, let's get a view of all of it. Looks pretty nice. Yeah. It's all coming together. After I build the fourth building, I'll add some paths in and stuff. And probably, I'm thinking a fountain in the middle of all of these. I gotta do a little bit more terraforming over in the water. And then this project will be pretty much wrapped up. So, I'm gonna hop into a building time lapse of the yellow build. Enjoy. So we got the basic shell of the yellow building now completed. In that time lapse you saw me get the wood and wool and concrete and all that. And yeah, went for a texture of concrete and wool, obviously. Textured the base a little bit. But yeah, still basically just a shell. And no decoration has been added yet. Over on this side I'm going to put some kind of animal enclosure. And a little overhang for animal shelter and stuff. And then somewhere in this general area I'll be putting a little wheat field. And yeah, gonna possibly turn this tower into a windmill. But overall I think it's a pretty nice addition to the village here. In the next episode I'll add more decoration to it and work on the interior, potentially do it on camera again. Yeah, this episode has been very different than previous episodes. We'll see how the time lapses turn out and whatnot. And yeah, we visited a creative world in this series, which is a first. So yeah, just tried to switch it up a bit. And tried to improve the quality as well. Hope you enjoyed. Keep on crafting and create the world that you want, whether that be in Minecraft or in reality. Have a good one, folks.